Some of you have come from England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, the Netherlands and Germany. Welcome to all of you for the 2008 Kleeneze Christmas Showcase. For the third time this year, I really do mean it when I say that it's great to see so many of you here today. I think it's almost record numbers. And I must say a special thank you to everybody who's here for the third time this year. Your commitment to your Kleeneze business is especially appreciated, so thank you. Now, I'm aware that all that stands between you and Jamie coming on stage to reveal an outstanding Christmas catalogue is me. In other words, right now, several thousand people are just waiting for me to shut up and get off. So I'm going to keep what I have to say to just the headlines, and as you'll see very shortly, quite literally. I want to spend a few minutes talking about the current economic environment, because that affects all of us who are in business. Back in January, when I talked about the credit crunch, it wasn't a phrase that was being widely used. But since we met here in June, credit crunch has made it into the Chamber's dictionary for the first time, proof, if it were needed, that it's now become a common expression. I couldn't help but notice that wardrobe malfunction has also gone into the Chamber's dictionary. Something to do with Michael Katkar's ties, I think. But in all seriousness, the credit crunch and the economic conditions that I spoke about at the beginning of the year were actually just the tip of the iceberg. Much of the consumer economy that's dependent on house values has all but collapsed. House prices continue to fall. House sales are at their lowest for years, and an increasing number of people are faced with negative equity. And all of that comes at a time when personal debt levels are extremely high and inflation continues to surge. Increased fuel prices, oil, gas or electricity are all outstripping incomes. And the cost of food has shown some fairly dramatic price rises too. No longer are food retailers continually telling us about the quality and healthiness of their food. The message now, like this one, all this for £4, it's all about price. This time last year, you could have entered newspaper competitions to win cars, holidays, flat-screen TVs. Now you can win free petrol and supermarket shopping for a year. The world's changed. It's no longer about affording luxuries. It's about being able to afford the necessities. But unemployment's rising too. Last weekend, the Chancellor estimated that it may reach 2 million by Christmas. This isn't only because businesses are laying off workers, it's because companies themselves are collapsing at an increasing rate. Take last week. Zoom, the low-cost transatlantic airline, folded, leaving hundreds of passengers stranded. And closer to home, you've all been affected by Amtrak going into administration again. And in just a few minutes, Jamie will give you an update on our transfer to Parcel Force. But on that subject, I do want to say that the Kleeneze management team were given no warning at all of Amtrak's decision to cease trading on the 22nd of August. Arranging for Parcel Force to take over Kleeneze deliveries and doing that over the course of a bank holiday weekend is a testament to the round-the-clock work from Jamie and his team. It's a fantastic achievement, and I think they've done you proud. It's also an example of how being part of a larger group enables Kleeneze to benefit from the size and scale of Findel. Anyway, back to the headlines. The current economic situation isn't just affecting people in employment. There are implications for people on pensions too. Hardest hit are those who are relying on the houses to fund their retirement. So, put all these economic conditions together, and do you think that there may be more people than there have been for years who need an extra income? A lot has been written and broadcast this year about how to deal with the credit crunch. The focus seems to be almost entirely on cutting back and saving, not earning more money. This article, for instance, has an ambitious target of saving you £9,000 in a year. Its helpful advice includes selling some of your possessions on eBay and even timing your auction to end on a Sunday evening, because apparently that's when the highest bids are received. But there don't seem to be many newspapers, magazines or broadcasters suggesting that one way to beat the credit crunch is to earn an extra income. In one sense, that's easy to understand. With rising unemployment, it follows that it might not be very easy to find a higher paid or an extra job. And in many ways, only the brave or the foolhardy would be self-employed or start a business at a time like this, wouldn't they? In the particular case of kleeneze, if consumers haven't got any money, they aren't going to buy from our catalogues, are they? Well, consumer spending in hard times is actually quite interesting when you drill down into it. For example, people aren't eating out as much as they were. They're spending more time at home. And Domino's is doing a very good business delivering pizza to them. People can't afford the big purchases, the cars, the holidays, the new wardrobe, so they buy themselves small treats to cheer themselves up. Cadbury are benefiting from this effect. Their chief executive is quoted here as saying that no matter how bleak things look, people are still treating themselves to a little affordable indulgence. But that doesn't just apply to chocolate bars costing a few pence. In the early 90s recession, CD sales were extremely strong because people would spend £10 or £11 to give themselves a treat, to make themselves feel better. So take these 2 points. People spending more time at home and buying treats to cheer themselves up. Doesn't more time at home mean more time to look through a catalogue? Small treats to cheer themselves up will mean making affordable purchases, perhaps from the kleeneze health and beauty catalogue. If you can't afford your first, never mind your second holiday, buy the fake tan instead. Or maybe the affordable indulgence is a piece of cabochon from the new catalogue. I don't know if you've seen it, I hope so, I think it's fantastic. Equally, the main book is full of great value products that will be bought by people who need to maintain the house that they are living in, because they won't be moving anytime soon. And one thing that many people will avoid at all costs is to have a miserable Christmas. They still want to feel festive and to buy gifts for family and friends. Now, I wasn't involved in kleeneze at the time of the last recession, but if you don't believe that this is exactly the right time to grow both your retail business and your team, then today talk to some distributors who were here in the early 90s. Eamon Lynch will be on stage this afternoon, and he's one amongst many who can tell you just how strong kleeneze is when the economy is in decline, like now. Business of any size is about seeing an opportunity and doing something about it. When kleeneze was put up for sale in 2006, Findel saw the opportunity to buy a great business, and we did something about it. These next 4 months are a real opportunity for each and every person here today. So what are you going to do with that opportunity? I thought that Frank Dick, who many of you heard here in June, put it very well when he asked, if not you, then who? And if not now, then when? So, let's really grow this business together over the Christmas period. Let's make the most of the retail opportunity and show that the kleeneze opportunity to the many people who are in genuine need of extra income. Because, if not now, then when? I hope you have a really great day today. And for those of you going to the gala dinner, a night that I hope you can remember in the morning. I want to wish you a happy and prosperous Christmas and New Year. And now, to launch the really, truly fantastic 2008 Christmas catalogue, please give your usual deafening welcome to kleeneze Managing Director, Jamie Stewart.